Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney investigations. So I thought we were going to solve the case and be done. We didn't. We solved some things, but not everything. We haven't found the killer. We just found the Adoracio. Ain't that something? So March 15, 12:07 a.m., the Atrium Neutralis lobby. Or they killed Damas, but not this one. And they're just lying about who they killed, but they did kill someone. So now we know who the Adoracio really was. And yet, there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved. Like how the weapons crossed country lines, for example. The two countries have incredibly strict security systems and entry procedures. Short of a miracle, it's impossible for someone to have smuggled them in. Smuggling them in, huh? We will need to open a new line of investigation on just this aspect alone. But before we do, I would like to go through my evidence once more. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Hey, there's a VCR here, sir. Nah, wrong voice. You're mushy. Close I get. Now, we can see what's on that tape Detective Ben gave us. I need a minute. I can't find it. Need a minute. Sir. I don't have it. I think my throat's got something in it. My throat's closed, I can tell. It's not as open as it needs to be. I don't know what you need to do to open it up, but my throat is closed. Oh, well, let's just keep going. Let's do it. How do you work when your voice isn't perfect? That's every day. This piece of evidence from the KG8 incident, hidden from sight for 10 years long. For 10 long years. I just know that this is related to the current case somehow. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us. Sure thing, sir. There's like a film in my throat. I can feel it. This is Manny Cochin, douchebag to the stars. This man, it's Manny Cochin. And he's holding a knife in his hand. This looks like footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building. An apartment building? How do you figure that? Parking in the background. Unlike you, I actually read the summary file on the KG8 incident. Read. And the crime scene was the victim's own apartment. So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building? At the trial, Mr. Faraday claimed that this piece of footage existed. However, no one could find it. Yes, somehow someone was able to steal it and hide it through Mr. Amano. I can see how this would have been a definitive piece, and why someone would want to hide it. But it's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case! There's no way it's related to this case we're working on right now, sir. Actually, I believe it has everything to do with the case we're working on now. Dipstick? The ringleader even went so far as to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it. Which means that in this video lies a very inconvenient bit of footage to the ringleader. Where? Wait. What was that? Huh? That bit you played just now. Please show it to me again. Okay. Oh, a car. This car. This is something we cannot overlook. Why's that, sir? Look here, Detective Gumshoe. The country, Cadopia. Take that! Right? This is national flag of the Principality of Cadopia. Because it has the national flag on it, we know this to be an official government car. Well, Cochin. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there? Cochin. Oh, Quercus. I'm gonna use that voice. Ah, Miss Von Carmen, Mr. Edgeworth. So you were here all this time. Ambassador Alba. Thank you very much for continuing the investigation, even at this time of night. Ah, if only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I am truly sorry. This wasn't your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with how careful you were. You idiot Quercus. Quercus. Oh, Quercus. You idiot Quercus. You couldn't chase after a simple thief. Now then, let's get down to the real reason why I came looking for you two. The two of you. I would like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that? Excuse me? I heard you apprehended the thief that had turned this embassy upside down. And we were in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking here around here forever. You're scaring the visitors away. So I hope that you can understand how I feel. But we must finish our investigation and solve the remaining issues. Why don't we leave the rest of the Alabastion and Barbalese police? Ambassador, we are so close. Just a little more and... Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. And without my permission, you can't proceed with the investigation anyway, right? That's true, however. As he said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastion soil. In which case, we are but nothing but foreigners in their country, in their land. Is this really where our investigation ends? Poliano! Nope, not Poliano. Shifu, we found Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Shifu, this way. Yo. Those stupid glasses. Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly. If I laid back and took a break, I'd lose the scent of my prey, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, Quercus. Agent Lang, why have you returned? Because I have to solve this case no matter what. Well, I'm sorry to inform you. And don't take this the wrong way. I don't suspect you personally. However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, and so... under these circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold. After all, I believe our own police can handle things from here. They are quite capable. At this rate, our investigation really will come to a close. Ambassador Alba, I get it now. I really do. Oh, I'm very glad you understand how I feel. No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder. You? No? The killer? Do you really mean that, Agent Lang? Wolves don't lie. Oh, Quercus, who is it? Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Cochin's murder. That was all Sheena. Lang Shi says, the truth lies not at the exit, but rather shines outside the maze itself. The truth is unexpectedly simple. So let me ask you this. Who do you think was Damas 2's killer? I'll tell you who. It was you, Francesca Von Karma. What? 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 Oh, she's pissed. Oh, I'm gonna F you up. I was the killer? Hey, wait. But that's impossible. Yeah. Although that whip is actually quite yeah. Hold your tongue and that ludicrous remark you were about to make. Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? Yeah, I am. He doesn't appear to be joking. Hey sis, I remember that you... just before Ambassador Alba went to give a speech. He called you into his office, right? Yes, he did. But what does that have to do with anything? I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Albast and Babal, did you not? Objection! And where's your evidence that I'm the killer? I was just getting to that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I'll need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission? With things as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Good, then let's move out. Oh, and don't even think about running away, sis. My pack will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. As if I would have any reason to flee. But just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation. She seems rather upset. Not that I blame her. I expected you'd accept no less. But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck up in the air like that. Agent Lang? As someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part. And so that I may clean up my superior's mess. I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's the peanut gallery. Oh, in that case, I want to join in too. I still haven't seen what it looks like in Alabasta yet. If you like Kayan, then you've got to let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing when Ms. Von Karma's in trouble. Hey, Gummy, let's have a competition, see who can save her first, okay? Okay, I'll take you on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up and ready to go. As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over. Sounds like this is going to get real interesting. Ambassador Alba, I'll be bringing these kids along for the ride. Look, Marcus, very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this will be your last chance. I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now let's go. I choose to believe he's accusing her so that they can keep working. By the way, the tape, just gonna leave it there. March 15, 12:53 a.m., Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador's Office. Look, they can keep investigating. No one's gonna be there at 1 a.m., old man. That's right, I went there. I went ageist. Okay, now let's first go over the facts one more time. Mandy Kochin's body was found over in the Secretariat's office in Babal. The weapon that took his life was one of the Alabast's ornamental knives. And then the body of Damas 2, Mr. Kashino. Oh, I just got it! Oh my god! I just got it! Oh my god, Kashino, oh my god! As a man who goes to Vegas way too much, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's go. Was found in here in the Alabastian Ambassador's office. Through our investigation, we found that the murder weapon was this primitive statue. And that this is actually a Babal statue. This case, no matter how you look at it. Sis, if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off. Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you are saying? Of course I do, sis, and I'm serious. You're on the trail of the smuggling ring and you wanted any evidence you could find. And so while people were distracted by the Yadagarasio appearance, you snuck in here. Whoop. That's when you two ran into each other. And that other thief who took advantage of the confusion from the fire. Even if all this were true, how do you explain the movement of the weapons? Don't worry, I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that too. You had permission to investigate both embassies at will. With that kind of free reign, you could have easily taken the weapons across country lines. Woo! Hey now. He caught the whip! Oh snap! We just established he might be a badass. Not easy to catch a whip. Look, sis, I thought I already told you I'm not here to mess around. This case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. But Sheena certainly is tied to the smuggling ring. He is right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring... could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine? Let's get this ridiculous circus over with already. Francesca, you need to calm down. Because you only know the facts of the Alabastian side of the case. I don't believe you can see the case as a whole, and therefore solve it. What? But don't worry, I'm taking this seriously as well, and I will prove your innocence. That's the only way to be, Mr. Prosecutor. But can you come up with anything else that can top my hypothesis? Of course, your explanation has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well. Of course, and I will. Let us now delve into the truth behind the murder of Damas II. You do understand, don't you, Miles Edgeworth? This isn't just a confrontation against Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of Damas II is related to the smuggling ring, then it will mean the end of our investigation. As long as I have no good counter-argument to his hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk this thin tightrope and see what I can do. Come on, Mr. Prosecutor, let's get started. Yes, let's. Oh, this boy's gonna wreck me. Border crossing weapons. One of Alabast's knives was used in Babal to murder Mr. Cochin. And the murder weapon in the killing of Damas II is Babal's primitive statue. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you. There's someone else, but I don't want to accuse them. So as long as I can't explain how the weapons moved about, Francesca will remain a suspect? You got it, Prosecutor. So why don't you stop giving me a hard time? Under these circumstances, who the heck can carry a weapon across country lines? I worked through every possibility, but there's only one that's possible. Your boss. Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself. Well, what are you talking about? By focusing too intently on that which is in front of you, we become blind to the truth. Don't tell me Lang Shi never said anything to that effect. You prosecutor, who do you think you are speaking about Lang Shi's proverbs like that? I don't need his proverbs. Because my words are all you need to see the truth. What? Rebuttal, here we go. Chris. Hold it. I concur that this knife crossed over country lines. But that's not the only thing that did. We mustn't forget about the other weapon. The knife was only one. So you're saying that the primitive statue was also brought over by Francesca? Like I told you before, that's the only way it makes sense. And how exactly did she bring it over? I haven't figured that out yet. That's a rather weak statement considering how sure you are. Maybe, but there is one thing I do know for sure. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security. Impenetrable? I should hardly think so. You've seen the top of the wall between the two countries, right? Who in the world could cross over that? Yeah, not even I could climb over that thing with all that barbed wire. The only way into either embassy is through the doors in the Theatrum Neutralis. It's the only way for the knight and the Primitive statue to traverse the two countries. It's through those security camera-equipped, well-guarded doors. Was Francesca really the only person to have traveled between the two countries? According to the guards at both doors, she's the only one to go back and forth. The sis there was an alabast when the autographs you showed. And then just before you guys found Mr. Cochin's body, she entered Babal. I think we can assume that's when she brought the knife into Babal. Then how do you explain the Primitive statue? I haven't quite figured out yet. However, the fact that the two weapons crossed the border proves that the killer must have also traveled across the country lines. The only things across the border are the Primitive statue and the knife? I should hardly think that those are the only two items, Mr. Agent Lang. What do I have left? A tape. I can check it. Okay, I didn't know I could look at those. Okay. You had that card. The trump card. Hair sticks with a candy stripe pattern on them. There's some dirt on the tips. Just the tip. Look at that. Hey, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's dirt on here. It's totally ruining the beauty of the hair stick. I suppose. Why is there dirt stuck on the end of a hair stick in the first place? These aren't hair sticks? These are freaking... There's no way! They can't be that strong, can they? These hair sticks are, what do you call it? The things you use for mountain climbing. They're those pick things. The design of these things are rather eccentric for hair sticks. Huh? Really? Well, if they're that strange, what should I do with them? I have to say, these are by far the most bizarre hair sticks I've ever seen. In any case, Kay, there's something I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you stick your hair... How exactly do you stick that hair stick of yours into your hair like that? That's a secret. Curiouser and curiouser. I assume we're talking about the key she puts in her freaking head? At the fireplaces, we got the wire. But it's a thin wire, I don't know. Rising Babo, Footy de Akarasu. That's gotta be when it got taken over. Fountain spouts. I don't even know what this pick's about yet. I said it was a rope. It was a wire thing, but I don't know. Alright, okay. Next. Alright. Time to save. I have a guess, but I'm not sure where it goes exactly. Maybe it goes here? Try the wire. Not the wire. Try the sticks. No, try this, try this, try this. No, it doesn't work? Get that picture. Really, it doesn't fit there? Try the wire? I feel like the wire is something you show later. Okay, what's Miles saying? The only things to cross a statue are... Okay. So there's got to be another object to cross that I have to present. Okay. Knife. What do I got here again? Okay. It's between these two. It can't be the other ones. Save. Okay, so let's see here. Perhaps it is the Yardagasaki? Nope. Maybe the dogs? No. Maybe the... Well, there's a third object I want to cross, the other statue. Yeah, the Alabastrian statue. Two different statues had to be moved. Agent Lang, those two items are not the only two to cross the border tonight. Oh. The Mask 2 was killed with the Bubbles Primadou statue, yes? But if that's the case, then tell me, where did Alabas Primadou statue go? To Babal. Precisely, and if the two statues really were switched, then this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point. Which means that a total of 3 items were smuggled across the embassies. Ugh. I guess so. But you know what? It doesn't matter the number of items, only that Sis is the only one who could have done it. Because the only person who went back and forth between Alabasta and Babal is her. Is that really true? Was there no one else who traveled between the two countries? Actually, there was definitely another person. One who paid a visit to both of his sides of the wall. Is that really so, Agent Lang? What a lousy time to try and bluff your way out of this. I checked out what the guard said along with security camera footage. You're not going to overturn my hypothesis that easy. But suppose there was some other way other than through the theater doors. What other way? The other entity that managed to cross the border unharmed? If I pointed out, it would open a whole new possibility. And though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility. It looks like you've got some clever idea in mind. I do, and I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence. Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route. This piece of evidence will show us another way to move between the two countries. Save. I have my guess, but we'll see. First up, wire. I believe this is the piece of evidence that will show you how. Nope. What about it? You're going to have to explain because I don't see another road or anything here. But how can you not see? Wolves are known for their keen eyesight. Sorry, but the only thing I see is the crud that you're hoping will stick to the wall. I need to think calmly about this and find that other road the smuggled goods took. The hot dogs? It can't be the hot dogs. Not the wire. The hot dogs. I believe that. No. Okay. Oh, there it is. Alright. Agent Lang, I'm sure you're familiar with this unforgettable photo. That supernatural photo, like I said before. Humans can't fly. No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well. And don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either. I wouldn't dream of claiming that. And I won't allow you to take back what you said earlier, either. I'll say it again, it's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you'd better have a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor. Ooh. But how can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka! Eureka! Very well, you will have your explanation. It sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face hidden within this photo's blurry trailed shadow is... Save, because I have no idea. Figure the wire still. This is the face behind the shadow. I thought I said that you'd better have a good explanation. I can't make heads or tails of what you're trying to say with that. Ah, was I wrong? Come on, hurry up and show me what that shadow that's flying through the air is. Even had you not barked that at me, I would have gladly done so, Agent Lang. Okay, I think it's a statue. Man-shaped shadow that flew through the air. Yeah, okay, it's gotta be a statue. The wire's how it's happened, but it's not the thing. Okay, that's what I'm doing wrong. The ball statue. No? The other one? I grabbed the wrong one, alright. Naturally, the shadow is the third smuggled object, the primitive statue replica. You can't be serious. The Yatagarasu, or rather Callisto Yu, dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside Babal. She dressed the replica statue up in the clothes and launched it through the air. Ha, Mr. Prosecutor! You left out a very crucial bit in your explanation. I know I did. She launched it through the air? Huh, and how exactly did she do that? Why is he doing that? He's literally baring his fangs at me. But he has a point. How exactly did it move through the air like that? As long as this remains unresolved, we won't be able to move any closer to the truth. Which reminds me, didn't he say this earlier? Hey sis, I remember that just before Ambassador Alpha went to give his speech. He called you into his office, right? So just before the murder, Francisca was called here, right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question, I will need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma. Oh? What are you up to now, pretty boy? Oh, thank you for thinking I'm pretty. Earlier, you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her. And for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer. Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. In that case, I believe it is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is. Ha! Do you really think a criminal would tell us that's honest truth? How dare you? As I've said numerous times, there is absolutely no proof that I'm the killer. Miles Edgeworth, don't tell me you suspect me too. I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at one point in time. Which is why I would like to hear about your movements in this room. Eh. Francesca, I feel that I still don't have enough information. Which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case. Alright. So, what would you like to talk to me about? I'd like you to please testify to your movements in this room until the murder occurred. Alright, let's try this your way for a change. But if what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time, I'll place her under arrest faster than you can howl no. As you wish. Alright, we'll stop there for now. Good on time. Movements in Alabast. So that right there is a game for now. Let's see what's going on with her. I have a guess I have some idea what's going on, but I guess we'll see. I still don't know who the killer is, unless, of course, Albus is actually not Albus. Quercus is actually way stronger than he's putting up. I don't know. But that right there is the game for now. I have fun. Hope you have fun watching. That's what's all about it. Having fun. Thanks for coming by and see you next time. But maybe it is Quercus, because who else is there to show? See you.